Hello all, it's Melinda. I need to get on to working on my Chinese Whisper 2 layout for this week. Jeanette has passed her layout on to me, and it is this very pretty pink and gray layout with a picture. She tells me that is herself in the kitchen sink as a baby, and it is very pretty. I am going to do a picture of my dogs, so mine probably won't be so pretty, but we'll see. And I'm going to have to orientate it this way because my photo goes this way and I want to keep the structure of it. So we'll see how that goes. I've never used a bunting that I can recall. So we'll see if I can make it work today. I've decided to go with My Mind's Eye Everyone Has a Story to Tell collection kit that I've had for a while. I'm not even sure what year this is. 2015 is when it was copyrighted, so it's a few years old. It's always thrown me off because it's cream based and I do more white based. I'm drawn to that. So we shall see if I can make this work. I'd like to use this up, not on this layout, but use it up this year. So I'm going to put you on fast forward and you can watch me struggle with this a little bit. Thank you.
I'm just going to go through the papers and look. I'm looking for a background and some of the paper for the layers, the big strips of paper that they want on the middle of this layout. I'm going to choose those two, the one with the lines on it and one with the arrows, but I'm just verifying. That heart I had cut out a long time ago out of that paper there, and I think I'm going to use it, but I end up not. I want more than one heart, and that one was too big. I apologize for the video. For that, and also for what's going to happen next with it. It gets a little cattywampus right there. I don't know. I think I hit it with a pad of paper. I do fix it, but not right away. This is textured cardstock from a Michaels pad, a Recollections pad. And now I'm looking for a paper to go out for the border. I'm going to choose the floral. And I'm going to figure out where I want to cut this, how narrow. And I figured out that I don't have to waste it. I can use that part that's got the heart cut out of it because I probably won't be using it anyplace else for this. And I cut this and then I realized I wanted to cut the other direction so the arrows go the other direction. So I'm going to cut another strip and piece it together. Just like that. I had to trim it because the one was just a little bit longer. Again, I apologize that the video is off. I'm just looking for the other parts of the structure. I'm shopping and seeing if I want another paper in the background. The floral works. I'm going to try this, and nope, that doesn't look good against that textured cardstock. I'm going to cut this down so I leave about a quarter inch reveal all the way around. And I am going to gut this. I didn't think I did. I'm not a real big floral person, so it doesn't hurt me when I use a whole floral sheet on a background. Maybe the back side. Oh, I know why. The back side is a chevron, and I love chevrons, so that's why I saved it. Now I'm going to stitch around there in gold thread, but I'm not sure exactly when I do that. I'm going to put these layers on. And before I attach the layers, I guess I was having a hard time getting that straight. And that covers up the hole and the pieced part. Tapping my fingers, which means I'm thinking. Yep, there I'm gonna stitch around it. I'm sorry, I thought I caught it before now. That my video was askew. I'm just referring back to the layout. These are seams and stitches from Carabelle Studio Stamps. And that one is an edge stamp by Carabelle Studios. This is where I'm going to notice that, oh, wait a minute, there we go. Phew. Now, I use Distress oxide ink, and I thought that it would show up better. I mean, it does show up, but by the time I put all the layers and whatnot on, you really don't see this very much. So it's a little bit of waste of my time, but that's okay. I'm going to do the circles as well in the pink, and they're the same way. You see them, but I don't know, they get faded into the background too much. Now the video is still kind of high, so my layout, my stuff is a little bit off screen, but that's okay. There's nothing on top that's going on. In person, you can see the pink a little bit more than you can on the video, but like I said, it gets covered up a lot. I could have skipped this part and not done it. Just stamped a little bit here and there, cleaning up the stamp. Now I'm going to have some layers behind it. There I go, trying that heart. I'm trying to find a second one, and I realized, you know what, those are going to be too big. But I do cut it out, just to be sure. I use one that's got a cut off on it that I won't be using for anything else, I figure. And I think, yeah, that's just too big. It's going to stay there for a bit. On the sticker sheet, there is those diamond shapes are have a fold line in the center, and I'm going to use them for the banner. I'm getting my tissue paper out so that I can back the photo. This is a text, gold text vellum that's under the picture now, and I use that too. I'm just ripping this with my ruler. It's a really long strip. I'm going to stick it down on one end and stick it down on the other end, and then wrinkle it in the center. If you haven't ever seen my videos before, I do this on nearly every layout. I just like the texture that the paper gives, the tissue paper gives, and the dimension that it kind of adds. You can trim it up to make it even later. I use some washi tape, just that I have laying here. No one ever sees it, so it doesn't matter that it's Halloween. Just trim it up so that it doesn't look too crazy. Though sometimes I like the too crazy look and I leave it. Now I'm just going to rip this, and I'm not going to worry that there's a little cut off part on it because it really is not going to matter. And that's how those layers are going to stay, right like that. It's kind of a very clean lined layout for me. I need to find some things that I can stick off the side of the photo like they have in the layout that I'm scrap lifting. They have more thick banners off the side, and I didn't think I needed those, so I'm going to grab some of the stickers and layer them together. I'm going to journal on that white one with the pink on it. I'm going to take these and fold them, and they're stickers, so they're going to have no problem sticking. And just bend it over, and that is a gold and white, what do you call that? Baker swine. I fast forwarded so you didn't see this repeatedly. That's the last one. Now, I don't do banners very often. Those looked small to me for what I wanted. So I'm going to have to do something about that. And they keep flipping around. That's annoying. Yep, and I'm going to try to figure out what. This is the piece of paper that comes in the collection kit that shows you the whole collection. What I wanted was the pattern papers were too big to use in a small scale, but these are tiny, and I'm going to cut them to match the same side and make them like a little banner. I'll show you here in a second. I'm just cutting them up so I can figure out which ones I want to use. I basically take it and I'm going to cut it so that it is the same width as the sticker banners. I'm debating whether I want to put them between it or under it, and I go with under. And, oh, I'm sorry you can't see that. I create a little fishtail in the bottom, and I'm going to glue them on. I'm going to use this as a template to cut the rest of them. They're not all perfect, but no one's looking that close. My goal is to not have a pink on a pink, to mix it up and not have a pink next to a pink and whatnot, so I spread the colors around. So there's enough options that I end up having no problem doing that. And I end up also adding a second or another banner because I wanted it to be odd. And right now there's 6 banners and I wanted it to be 7. So I use some more of this to make another little triangle piece and make another banner piece. Just ordering them so I know where I want them. And I'm just gluing them right to the top of the triangle banners. Sorry, my head's in the way. It's pretty quick work once I had it all set up. This is where I set it there and I go, I need another one that's not dipping low enough. Now I'm trying to find different hearts. These are from a different layout that I had. They were it was a cut file that these were the insides of them. But then I go back to the Heidi Swapp ones. I'm almost out of these. I use them so often. I'm going to color them, the gold, the yellow, and the pink. These are resist, so you color them and then I wipe it off and it ends up being like a chevron pattern. I do one in yellow and one in pink. The pink ends up being a little bit paler, but on the border paper there's light pale pink flowers, so it all looks good. And then to carry the pink out, the next banner piece that I make, I do make the background of it to be the light pink. I'm not sure where I went off to. Oh, to find letter stickers. The gold ones are My Mind's Eye Niche. And that's what I'm going to spell best in. And then the thickers are Amy Tangerine, the Cal Berteschi ones. I'm getting down to where I don't have any E's, so I have to use C's and bend them around. And that I sort of wish I had quite a few more of these packs of this thicker. And there's where I bent the E around, or the C around to make it an E. Not sure why they gave you so many C's, but I'm grateful. Now I'm looking for another piece that I can layer with this. Because the words, I don't remember what they said. They didn't go with what I wanted it to say, so I wanted to cover them up. I'm gonna commit to that. I kind of have those hearts there to know where to put that. And I'm struggling with where to put the title at this point. I don't want there to be any trapped white space. Yep, I just need to have another one. I'm looking right now. Which one can I make? I'm going to make it as narrow and cut it down. And then I'm going to guess on the size, and it ends up being pretty darn close. Now I just have to find one that I can make the other fishtail banner out of. And it's the pale pink, so that it kind of brings the pale pink in 3 spots. On the border, on the heart, and then on this banner. That makes it just long enough that it dips down further. I'm going to have to get some foam tape. I'm going to use Fun Foam self-adhesive to stick on those parts. Now, I struggle a little bit. I'm not sure if it's just all in the video to make a knot. I'm going to use my tweezers to pull the knot down closer. And then I'm going to try to make a bow. Because I think it would look better with a bow. This baker's twine is twisted with the gold in it, and it's not the easiest to work with. It likes to shred. A little blob of glue. I'm going to put that knot right in there, in that blob of glue. And then I'm trying to figure out, do I want those just to dangle down? Now I'm going to put a piece of foam underneath all these so they stay put and don't get caught on the page protector when I put it in. That would be very annoying. Now that one on the heart does not need it. So now I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the foam so that I can get it to stick to the background. It's a textured background, so adhesive would be a little bit difficult. Get all the glue strings. Now here's where I'm going to try to tie this in a bow. It's hard to tie a bow when you only have one strand to hang down. I don't know. It sounds funny when I say it, but it was difficult to get them right. These are self-adhesive. Yay. Just going to pop the little insides out of the bee. I decided to rest them on the pink band and put the decision right underneath of that. I love foam letter stickers. They stick so well. I lost the dot on the I. I had to go find another one. Those things are very elusive. Making sure nothing falls off. Write my journaling. It says 2 whims are better than 1. Love these 2 more than ever. Just simple journaling. They just look too cute sitting there waiting to go to bed. The kids were in the kitchen and eating food, and it was time to go to bed, and they didn't really want to go, but they listened and sat on the landing on the stairs and waited for me to come up. I think I think it needs something right there. And this one says, "Oh, happy day," and it's just like a little banner sticker. I'm going to put the date on it. Now I flip this over. This ends up being layout 70 of 2017, week 2 of Chinese Whisper 2. I'm going to show you some live up close shots, and then there'll be plenty of stills at the end. I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please put them below. I will be happy to answer them. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks.